Liverpool is in advanced negotiations to sign defender Micky van de Ven, currently at Tottenham, as the club seeks to ensure continuity in its defensive line. According to the Spanish newspaper Fichajes, the player's market value is £78 million, reflecting the club's serious and strategic approach to investing in a defender who fits the profile they want for the future. Liverpool's defense is going through a transitional period. Virgil van Dijk remains the cornerstone, providing leadership and consistency, but age and time make future planning inevitable. The contractual situation of Ibrahima Konaté adds uncertainty, and Joe Gomez's future increasingly seems disconnected from a long-term project. The club is therefore not only looking to replace players, but also to identify talent capable of learning from the veterans and gradually taking on responsibility. Micky van de Ven fits this profile perfectly. At 24 years old, the left-footed defender combines physicality, speed, and technique, key traits for modern defensive play. His development at Wolfsburg and transfer to Tottenham in 2023 allowed him to gain experience under pressure, dealing with high defensive lines and strict tactical demands. Van de Ven stands out for his ability to control space, recover quickly in transitions, and remain composed in one-on-one situations, qualities that make him ideal for Liverpool's playing style under Arne Slot. The Dutch coach has shown interest in the player in the past, and now the negotiation seems like a strategic alignment of opportunity. Van de Ven is not only an immediate reinforcement, but also a long-term investment to maintain Liverpool's defensive identity, focused on proactivity, spatial control, and recovery speed. Negotiations with Tottenham are strategic, as Van de Ven, under contract until 2029, is one of the club's main assets during a period of restructuring. The £78 million fee secures an experienced Premier League defender, minimizing adaptation risks. More than an immediate reinforcement, he is seen as a player who can grow alongside Van Dijk, preserving the team's defensive philosophy and identity for the future. Liverpool is preparing to advance negotiations to sign young forward Yan Diomande from RB Leipzig in a deal valued at £87 million, around €100 million. The English club sees the 19-year-old as a long-term prospect and a potential successor to Mohamed Salah, strengthening the attack and aligning with Arne Slot's style of play. Diomande has impressed in the Bundesliga since joining RB Leipzig last summer from Leganés in Spain. In just 16 matches this season, the forward has scored 6 goals and contributed 3 assists, impressive numbers for such a young player newly arrived in Germany's top flight. Beyond the Bundesliga, Diomande shone at the Africa Cup of Nations with Ivory Coast, helping his national team reach the quarterfinals. RB Leipzig will only accept offers above €100 million and holds a contract with the player until 2030. In addition to Liverpool, other European clubs such as Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea, PSG, and Bayern Munich are closely monitoring the young talent. Diomande, however, has publicly expressed his admiration for Liverpool and his desire to play for the English club, strengthening the Reds' position in the transfer race. For Liverpool, the forward is considered essential for Slot's style, which heavily relied on Mohamed Salah's talent last season. The plan is for Diomande to gradually take on offensive responsibility and contribute consistently with goals and assists. Liverpool's interest in Diomande is seen as the most concrete among European clubs, with a formal proposal expected in the coming months, likely after the Bundesliga season ends. Despite seeking reinforcements, Liverpool is not expected to make major signings in January after spending over £450 million in the summer. The club is also preparing for potential changes, such as the departure of Ibrahima Konaté, and may seek replacements after the season. With Mohamed Salah back from the Africa Cup of Nations, the squad will remain largely unchanged. Diomande's arrival is viewed as a strategic long-term reinforcement, strengthening the attack and ensuring Salah's planned succession. The negotiation for this young talent promises to be one of the main topics in the European transfer market in the coming months. Liverpool manager Arne Slot has announced the squad for the Champions League match against Olympique de Marseille on Wednesday as the Reds aim to get back on the winning track. Mohamed Salah returns to the team after coming back from the Africa Cup of Nations with Egypt earlier this week. The forward had been absent since the victory over Brighton at Anfield, but is expected to feature in the Champions League clash. On the other hand, Ibrahima Konaté will not be available. The French defender remains in his home country, attending to personal matters. Despite rumors of his return, Konaté was not included in the squad. Liverpool traveled from John Lennon Airport on Tuesday, and Arne Slot is expected to speak to the press later today to preview the match against Marseille. The team faces defensive issues, with Connor Bradley and young defender Giovanni Leoni sidelined. Additionally, Calvin Ramsey cannot be included in the UEFA squad as he was not registered at the start of the season and is over 21 years old. Currently, Liverpool sits 9th in their Champions League group, with 4 wins and 2 losses in 6 games, needing a decisive victory to advance to the knockout stage. After the Marseille match, the Reds will conclude the group stage at home against Karabag before visiting Bournemouth in the Premier League. Slot is seeking a response from his team after a disappointing draw against Burnley last weekend, which complicated their fight for qualification in Europe. Liverpool's squad for the match against Olympique de Marseille includes Alisson, Gomez, Endo, Van Dijk, Kerkez, Wirtz, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Salah, Chiesa, Jones, Gakpo, Ekitike, Mamardashvili, Robertson, Woodman, Frimpong, Gravenberch, Yoni, and Ngumoha. What do you think of the squad for tomorrow's match? What's your predicted score? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for reading, and see you next time.